welcome back, sisters. Today we're focusing on alternative medicines. We want to find out how we can go about receiving healing without going to the doctors.
Yes, if you have just joined us, then where have you been? We've already had a chat with an acupuncturist and a traditional healer, and now we're talking to a hypnotherapist.
Yes, her name is Claudia. Welcome to the show, Claudia.
Thank you for having me.
It's so good to have you join us. We're so curious about this, and it's such a common idea as more for entertainment value, but I would like to know, what exactly is hypnosis?
If somebody could tell me that, I would be very glad.
Really?
It is such a complicated and yet such a natural thing that it is, all theories have some truth in it, but it really just is a state of your consciousness of how you are, and you go into hypnosis at least twice a day.
Wow.
On your way to sleep and on your way to wake up. You're in this level of deep relaxation. That's when your subconscious mind is wide open and can receive suggestions much easier.
Yeah. So today we're talking alternative medicines, you know, so I would like to find out what conditions hypnosis heals, you know, what can I come to you for?
Can I maybe just explain a little bit about why hypnosis is important?
Yes.
If you would like to understand that we work with the mind, that's where the first problem starts, because where is the mind? No, some people have lost theirs. but in honesty, if somebody cuts you into little pieces, where is the mind? We're dealing with something that's not tangible. So any explanation about hypnosis is really just a model. So one of the models is that we divide the mind into the conscious and the subconscious or unconscious mind. So the conscious mind is hopefully what we're using here right now.
Yeah.
Analytical mind, the logical mind, the critical mind. And then underneath that, the subconscious mind, that's where the real power lies. And that's where every memory that you can't consciously recall maybe is stored in your subconscious mind. So if you, for example, were a little girl and your daddy would say to you, "You an ugly little girl, how can you do that?" And your subconscious mind just grabs it up, because when we're young, our conscious mind, our critical faculty isn't that developed yet, right? So that little girl takes this in and it becomes a program in the mind. So that little girl grows up into her 20s or 30s or whatever, and that program that she is no good or that she is ugly still persists and holds her back. Now, like any other modality, we also believe that the mind and the body and the spirit are connected. So it manifests then these programs that are limiting us. They are then manifest either in behaviors or in habits or in physical illness.
Yeah.
So in hypnotherapy, unlike some other modalities that work from outside in, because it's hands-on therapy, right? We work from inside out. So analytical hypnotherapy, which is the crown jewel, we take the client back to what happened then, which when they were very small and they couldn't deal with it, they had no resources.
Wow.
But now with their adult understanding, they can now relive that situation and make more sense of it. And now, for example, the example I gave, disregard this. Maybe daddy was in a bad mood and didn't mean it at all.
Yeah.
So it can actually make you have positive changes in your life using
Absolutely.
hypnosis.
This is what it's all about. Isn't it all about empowerment? If you look at a little baby when they come, they have no concept of not being perfect.
Yeah.
So now if I'm like a rape victim and I can't get over what happened to me, would hypnotherapy help me get over it?
That's a very sensitive subject, obviously, because there's reason the privacy has been invaded. One feels dirty and unclean, and one has right to be angry and to grieve and all that. So I wouldn't necessarily shortcut the normal emotions that go with it. But the healing process that can take years can be reduced to a very short time. Because really it's just a switch in the mind and the story is completely changed. So in that case, for example, with all due respect for the healing process that the person must go through, they will actually in the end find forgiveness to the perpetrator, understand where they came from, because very often these people have a history of sexual abuse, and then can actually contemplate forgiveness.
So now, are there any dangers involved with hypnosis?
All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. If a person doesn't want to be hypnotized, they won't be hypnotized. Of course, in any profession, there are good people and there are not so good people. So I think it is recommended that if you go for hypnotherapy, that you go to somebody who is affiliated with unrecognizable body.
Now, talking about that, sisters, during the ad break, I had a session with Claudia. She put me in a state of hypnosis and I was so relaxed. So we have established that connection, and we're going to demonstrate how hypnosis actually works. So, yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready. So, well, you know then, you put both feet on the ground, you just relax back. And I said to you, I gave you a suggestion. We only had like 5 minutes together. I can see that you're already getting into that state right now. Right. So I said to you that I would just come over and would tap you just lightly on the forehead, and then you would just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just go into this beautiful, beautiful, wonderful state that you have been. So I'm going to get up and do that right now. Right. There's nothing for you to fear. Just look into my eyes, and take a deep breath. And just sleep. Let's go sleep deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right. That's wonderful. And just relax deeper into it. And what I've done earlier with Pearl, I've given her a very nice self-empowering tool for her. I connected her to some wonderful, wonderful memories where she felt really on top of the world. And I gave her a little signal to make a fist to really get into that feeling stronger and stronger. And you can do that right now if you want, Pearl. Just make that fist and really get that feeling. Get that feeling all the way back. That's right. I call it meeting the inner goddess. And what I would like for you to experience, and maybe for your viewers, is just, Pearl, as you go deeper and deeper, just give us an indication just how you feel where you are right now. Just give us a word how you feel. Right. And I guess you can't resist that smile that comes from inside out. That's right. And you can just hold on to that. Spread that feeling everywhere. Everywhere. Now, and what I also did, and this is just a very superficial kind of thing that we did, but you can see and you can hear from her just now, it is so empowering because the body is now producing feel-good hormones. So even if you're a sad person or depressed or whatever, very gently connect deeper to that goddess, deeper and deeper and deeper. And I want you to just, if that's permissible from you, just to find out a quality that you now find you have that you didn't know you had. Well, what could that be?
That I'm powerful.
That's right. That's right, and there are many, many more. There's actually a treasure chest down there. If you open that and you find all the talents and abilities that you have there. Now, people often ask, but can't I get stuck in this? Don't I get out? And do you feel you're in control? Pearl, and you feel you're in control, you can hear everything? Right, that's right. And you can, I'm just going to lift this other arm, the one with not the fist. I'm going to lift this just by myself and just put it into your lap, and you can go 100 times deeper, relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper. You can see from her body language. Not just being in that state is healing already. Now she's doing that herself. I want you to see that it is not the hypnotist that does anything.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I just want you to imagine, Pearl, that from where you are right now, being so deeply relaxed, you stay connected to that.
I'm very sorry, but we are running out of time, so she'll wake herself up then.
Yeah.
Okay, well then here's a gift for you.
But
to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, that was fascinating. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you after this.
Wow, sisters, we've come to the end of the show. We were all about alternative medicines today. We had a chat with an acupuncturist earlier who talked us more about acupuncture and how needles can work as healing tools.
We also spoke to a traditional healer and learned how ancestral spirits communicate through her.
Yes, and now we just spoke to a hypnotist who's able to speak to your subconscious mind and help you make positive changes in your life.
If you have any questions or anything you want to say about today's show, do contact us. The details are on your screen.
Tune in again for another one of our fun, informative, and interesting shows right here on Sistahood. From us, what are you about to say, girl?
Zozomoya.